real quick, we're gonna just look over all the icons that are in Tetris 99. I don't have them all unlocked. Some of them are impossible to get right away because the daily tickets, you only get 4 of them a day, and I think one of them requires like 999 tickets. So it's going to take at least 250 days, give or take, to get those. But let's go ahead and look at the icons because there's a lot with this new patch. So I defaulted to Panda, but we're going to start all the way on the left. If you guys remember, prior to the patch, every 10 levels or so, you got a new icon. This was the default. Then you got this. We're going to scroll through these quick because you guys already know these. And then you eventually get to this just by playing a lot and getting levels. And then we have accomplishments now. So we have our... this is the S or Z. I always mix them up. So just clear enough lines. This is pretty straightforward. Then we have our 3 line pieces. So if we clear 100 Tetrises, then we get this, 500 and 1,000. We get this cute cat for a max combo of 2. And then another one. So I think these are like the... I'm trying to see if there's like any difference here. Maybe there is, I can't really tell. 10 and 100. Okay, that's the difference. This is 500, we're almost there. I don't know what animal this is, we're like halfway there. I should be able to get this one soon. Then we have the T pieces, this is for T-spins. 100 T-spins, 500 T-spins, all clear, 5 all clears, and 20 all clears. Kind of funny that they use the bear and like a panda for this. 150 lines in marathon, so if you just complete marathon mode, you get this. 999. You get a Maximus, if you get multiple Maximuses, and if you get 15, so just win, you get these. Pretty straightforward. KOs, 100 KOs, 500 KOs, pretty straightforward. You should be able to get these. Finish in the top 50 a total of 10 times. Pretty straightforward. Get 10 KOs. A little bit more difficult, but you know, if you have a good run, you should be able to get this. Send garbage 100 times while targeting KOs. Pretty straightforward. You know, just target KOs, send lines. 1,000 lines, and then 3,000. So we're not quite there. And for some of these stats, I don't remember which, or some of these icons, they will give it to you with, as long as you historically did it. But I know for a fact I've sent over 3,000 lines while targeting KOs, but for whatever reason I don't have this. So there are certain stats that they will automatically load upon making the new patch, and there are certain ones you're going to have to redo, and this is one of them. I guess I never target badges, that's something I'm going to have to do. You get these S blocks, so target badges, you get a bunch of S blocks. Attackers, you get all these. I don't use attackers that much, so if you guys look at the ratio, 202 lines, 0 lines in badges, and 1,600 lines with targeting KOs. So you guys know what I'm doing when I send garbage to people. I'm mostly doing KOs, which is kind of funny. You can use that as a metric. The O piece is for random, or the square block. Sends garbage to 5 or more players. If you bait strat, this is pretty straightforward. Get the first KO of the game in a Tetris 99 online battle. I think this is pretty RNG. Hopefully you just get a couple Tetrises and then that sticks on somebody and they die. Eventually I hopefully will get this, but it seems kind of random. Tetris Maximus 3 times in a row, so win streaks, that's a little bit tricky. This is just for playing the game. I played over 1,000 games. That's pretty funny. Send garbage 50 times while targeting attackers without being targeted yourself. Okay, so this is kind of like a passive. So I just gotta like set it to attackers all the time. I'll eventually get this. Achieve Tetris Maximus with 3 or fewer KOs. I've done this before, but I'm gonna have to redo it. This one's kind of hard because you're just not gonna get badges very often. You might get lucky this one game where you kill somebody and you get to like 75% up, and then you just win off of like 1 or 2 KOs, but a little bit tricky, but doable. Finish in the top 10 without 3 times without getting any KOs, so this is completely a pacifist run. Receive at least 10 garbage lines and escape from danger. So this is where you're towards the top and you just combo and momentum your way back. It's like saying you're going to come back from a really dire situation, pretty much. Get 10 KOs against players with 0 KO badges when you have 2 KO badges. So this is just If you have accumulated a lot of attack power early, you kind of snowball the game. This is what I feel this one is. Finish top 10 in Tetris 99 online battles 3 times without using the hold Q, performing T-spins or Tetris line clears. Definitely can do this. This seems like a fun challenge. Top 10 is very doable. Winning is definitely a little bit more difficult, but doable. Clear all missions, and we did that. Collect 99 tickets, so this is going to take a while just because tickets come out there's only 4 tickets per day. 999, this is the one that's going to take like almost a year to do. Achieve Tetris Maximus 10 times against level 5, so just grinding against computers. Clear marathon mode in less than 7 minutes. I actually think this is a good one. This is for, if you need to practice speed. I think getting under 4 minutes is really strong, but if you are struggling, this is a pretty fun benchmark for you to go under 7. I would say it's still an accomplishment. I think like most people in my head, like if they're average players, should get anywhere from like 8 to 11 minutes, and so getting under 7 for those kind of people, is an accomplishment. So a good one to try out. Clear 150 lines after starting, so this is just a solo mode, that's fine. Clear 999 line mode in less than 50 minutes. I think this is going to be kind of hard for a lot of people because of just the max speed. I think this is also great practice for Invictus mode because you're going to be playing at max speed for a long time. So getting used to that, it's going to be, just do this. If you can do that, then you'll be good for Invictus. Finish in the top 10 times in a row. Going to be tricky for some people, but I guess if you do it regular mode, you can do it. 230 lines in a single Tetris battle. Doable. I think when you win, that's usually the number you roughly get. 10 Tetris line clears, very doable. A lot of people should be able to do this. 5 T-spins. This is actually tricky for people, so if you never practice T-spins, I think this is a really good. This is really good to practice on. Reach a max combo of 15. I didn't even know I did this. This is your 4 wides, so if you can do 4 wides consistently, this is the way to go. You want to hit at least 15. I think you hit like 16 to 20 even. I don't know what the max is off the top of my head. But good thing to practice if you want to do 4 wides. Complete 3 all clears. I haven't done this yet. I believe I've done 3 before, but not after the patch came out. So this is something I'm going to have to work on. There are setups on Hard Drop to explain all clears. There is kind of a systematic way to do it, especially in the beginning of the game. 10 back-to-backs in a row. I don't really know what this means, so I'm going to have to clarify. So, do I just clear 2 lines in a row, over and over again? I don't really. I guess it's back-to-back Tetris. So if I do 10 Tetrises in a row, or 9 Tetrises and a T-spin without breaking singles, doubles, triples, I think I get that. Clear 50 lines of garbage in a single. That's pretty straightforward. Use the hold Q. Pretty easy. Use hard drop once in a single. That's fine. Invictus 20 times. 200. So we're almost there. It's kind of cool that I played Invictus mode 18 times and gone top 10 18 times. Clear lines in Invictus mode, it's going to take a while. 100,000 is really long. I've only done 5,990 so far over 18 games. 15 Tetris line clears in a single Invictus mode. So these are the Invictus rewards. It looks like 10 T-spins. Tetris Maximus I've already won 10 times. Get 200 KOs Invictus and clear all star missions. So we're almost there. And those are all the rewards. I think this is really cool. This is something I suggested just to make the the slope of improving feel better. I understand that a lot of people don't win and it takes them a long time, but seeing them accomplish these little achievements I think goes a really long way. And plus we get a ton of cool icons that we can use and customize. So love this feature, and hopefully this is really cool for all.